Okay, so it is a little bit after 5:45 in the morning, and I'm finally on my way home. A full 15 hours after I got to work. Today was just one of those days. It started out crap, it ended crap, and it was one of those days that just sucked. But things happen for a reason. So today I ended up staying at work over an hour after when I was supposed to go home. Now that's not normally such a big deal, but we've been really trying to stick to our updated schedule. So it is a little bit of a big deal because I stayed late knowing that I might get in trouble. Anyhow, so since I didn't think I'd be finishing by the time everyone else was leaving the building, and I didn't want to walk out alone, I asked Matt to come meet me at the building instead of at the gym, which is like a couple miles further down. I asked him to just meet me at the building and walk me out, that way I'm not there alone. So, I messaged him around like 2:30, asking him to come meet me, because I knew he was probably already at the gym, because I was supposed to meet him at 2. So he comes and he joins me, and he's there for like 30 minutes while I finish up what I'm doing. And as predicted, I finish after everyone else, and everyone else leaves. So it's just me and Matt in the building while I finish up. And we get out, and we plan on going to the gym, because that was our plan. And I leave, and I am just focused. I'm focused on getting my booty to the gym, getting my workout done, and getting home and going to sleep, because it was one of those absolute shit days. And I get to the exit for the gym, and I realize Matt's not behind me. So I call him, I'm like, hey, what's going on? And he's like, oh, well, didn't you see your coworker there? He had his hood up, and I stopped to give him a jump. Well, I hadn't seen the guy. My car's shorter than Matt's. I saw a car. I didn't see the guy in front of it at all. So Matt being there was just a godsend. So he stopped to give the kid a jump and realizes that it's not the battery, it's the starter. So Matt calls me and he's like, hey, it's the starter, not the battery. So I come back. I go back to work. I was at the gym, parked, bag in hand, about to go work out. And I get back in my car and back to work. And at this point, it's just before 4 in the morning. And we're calling around trying to find a tow truck for the guy, and finally find one. And then he calls, he gets the number set up. And then he calls his grandpa to tell him, hey, I got a tow truck set up. His grandpa's like, cancel it, you're not paying that much for it, because they wanted a ridiculous amount of money. So he had actually told us, oh, y'all can go whenever he set up the tow. And I was like, no, we'll wait until we know you're okay. And thank goodness we didn't, because like 10 minutes later he cancels the tow truck and waits another 40 minutes for his grandpa to get there. So yeah, wait for his grandpa to get there, finally gets there, checks out the car, realizes, yeah, they're right, it's not gonna go with a bit of tinkering with the freaking wrench. And that was the end of it. And there's that part of me that really wants to be upset that I haven't slept yet, but then there's the rest of me that's like, if I hadn't had such a shit day that I was running behind, if I hadn't, swear to God, run the reports for expedites and not seen any at 10 o'clock, and then run the reports again at end of day and see an expedite, well after when it should have, I should have seen it when I ran it at 10. That expedite should have been there, but it wasn't there. I swear to God, it wasn't there. But had I not had that expedite to finish before my shift ended, had I not stayed that extra time, had I not had Matt come get me, to walk me out so I'm not walking out alone, had any of that not occurred, that poor kid, that poor little 20-year-old boy would have been all alone in a dark, scary parking lot trying to figure out what to do. So, I'm not one of those who bumps my Bible, thumps my Bible, says God is great, yada yada yada. I quietly have my faith and I keep my own counsel where that is concerned. But there are moments I'm just like, yep, here's proof. And today was one of them.